house. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. Chillin' like a boss with my feet up. Got a bag for him with a visa. Pulling up the leader. Getting out while I'm on the. She's a keeper. No play burritos. Get to the pesos with amigos. I cannot with no zeros. Don't you run out? No, I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I am a boss in the cut. Mayday. Bubbles and these models are. It's poppin', I tip her. I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle up my style. I'm about to lock down. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss.
On the clinic. Hurry up the whole game. Look at that boy. Ooh. Ooh. You're going to see a lot of him. You're going to see a lot of him. Him too. Show him the other one. Show him the other one. Show him the other one. Ooh. Ooh. You got to mess right. Worry about him too. Don't show him. Don't show him no more. Don't show him no more. Oh, Lord. And her. Oh, my God. Somebody better read him a bedtime story because I'm about to put him to sleep. Let's go.
All right, thanks, Coach.
I'm going
EA
in
Sports
from now on
coverage
out.
of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Jets. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Let's see. Oh, yeah.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
That's how we do, D. That's how we do. They don't want none of this. Let's go, D. Let's go, D.
To throw on 2nd down. Murray forced out to his left. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Let's go 3-0.
A first down carry here for Johnson.
Get out of here.
And this play will be blown up.
Get out of
He'll
here.
lose yardage back at the
Let's try that
38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Come on.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to
Locked
him.
up.
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. Operating from the gun.
Give me that.
Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Playing the GOAT. Playing the GOAT. Let's go. Show you how to run this offensive thing.
Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. The tackle by Tremaine Johnson.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now it's Jackson, flushed out right, going deep for it, and he fires one that's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
I'll let you get that in the cover, too.
The turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Green 39! Green 39!
Looking to throw on second down. Murray. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 3rd and 2, Murray, screen play, Johnson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. That's midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Green 39! Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
On first down, Murray. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught. Right around the 6.
Oh, God.
Another
Come
nice
on,
game,
man.
13 yards that time, and another first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here we go now. Blue line.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown.
Oh, get some water. I ain't get no more juice today.
David Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. A nice gain of 21 yards.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Caught left side by Hilton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Gun! 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 Gun!
And Jackson throwing once more.
Come on, Jackson.
His throw's going to be
Hey,
incomplete.
God.
The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the
bro.
intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun! 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 Gun!
On 3rd down, Jackson gets past one man. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Leopard! Leopard! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit!
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson going deep here for 1. And this is taken in at the 5. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Well, we know that someone has absolutely no fear. Fourth down, they throw it downfield. That ball was competed for by both the defender and the guy catching it, and he comes down with it. Now they got first and goal. What a big-time play.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
They'll try to run with Hunt, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They get it to him running left. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Sammy Watkins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker with the extra point.
What?
And we are tied at 7.
Cody, that's it. No more tonight now. Go and get. That's it. I keep coming out here asking for
stuff. So a tie
stuff.
ball game here as the kick's away.
Eating all day. Knick-knack.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Throwing on first down. Murray. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this.
Sorry, get something going up in the room now. Aggravating.
Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On first and 10, Murray. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Jordan Evans leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught right side by Anderson. Jukes by again. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 40 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10.
No, check. Patriot.
On first down, Murray. This will be caught just inside the 10. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Here we go now. Green.
He's going to get it running right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it. I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Green 39. Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun on third down. Murray, throw left side, caught by Goodwin. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They run. It's Johnson. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. David Johnson with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go play action now. Jackson flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They go play action with Jackson. And he's got his man Hilton. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Again, Jackson to the right side and complete to Hurst. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball, how much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They come after them, they've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On 3rd and 1, Jackson trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
From the gun, Murray, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. A final shot before break. Murray. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with a home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot...
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. This is fielded at the 27. Negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral.
Lots of pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. On after the sack, he's still down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. Step aside.
Yeah.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his left. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll try and sneak it here.
Boy, Madden just got over. Shoulder test. He's done for the season.
It's their quarterback.
He's done for the season.
First touchdown on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point safely through. And it's now 21-7.
I can't believe they just let the Joker get the ball
Out
out.
is the kickoff unit as
That's
they run
ridiculous.
up and send this one away. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 25. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Going deep for Hop. And his pass is
what's going on?
intercepted
Can he
for the
throw
fourth
what?
time today.
He cannot
Picked
throw.
off by Tremaine Johnson. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Everything I run
right
is
after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 16. After the interception, here's Jackson, and this is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright. That incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Jackson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And down he'll go at the 25. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Boom.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Dumping it off for Johnson. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Gun! No. Check. Patriot. All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now a handoff. Johnson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. It up.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route...
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
23 yards on the play. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll make it a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just let him bleed the game out that way.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Here's Hunt, and he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. This is caught. Watkins. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. In for the score, and the Ravens get a bit closer. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
New York set to take the field. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
They begin the drive with Johnson. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. But that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A Jet 1st down, 18 big yards that time.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
This is Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Underneath for Johnson. Then he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
He got 29 yards that time. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Throwing is Jackson. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And this one's incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Jackson now on 2nd and 10, escaping the pressure right. Looking deep for Hilton. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it. And sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Gun! 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 Gun!
That one looks like he'll throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Goodwin. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
They'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Anderson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Caught left side by Hilton. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jets have recovered.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll try and start this drive in the air, eluding the pressure right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. The point after is good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.